Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us by hitting that subscription button right below in red. It's free of charge. You don't pay anything for it, and it helps the channel. And also don't forget to hit the bell notifications for new uploads. I want to thank every single one of you for all your beautiful comments and your support. Thank you so much. And I would like to mention that right up top, there's 3 little buttons. You can click there to slow down the video to the speed you would like if I'm too fast for you. Also, right next to it, there's the CC, closed caption. You can turn that on and you can pause the video and take notes of everything that will be written down here on the stitch that I will be calling. In case you don't have the CC up there or the 3 little buttons on the video up top, there's 3 little buttons. You just click there on the settings and it's in there. You can slow down the video and also turn your closed caption on. The next thing I would like to mention is in the description box, everything is always listed below. There's a little arrow right, like a V, upside down, right below the video on the right side. If you click that little arrow, everything will be in the description box. So I have my Facebook page for the crochet. I also have a Facebook group, crochet, that you can join if you have a profile on your Facebook. And you can join us in the group. It's a private group. So, of course, you have to have a profile. If you don't, then unfortunately you can't, because there's too many scammers going around with the groups, and I want to make sure that we're all safe and nobody's going around scamming anybody. I see a lot of that in the groups nowadays, and I'm taking myself away from the groups due to that fact, and also the fact that there's some nastiness going on, especially coming out of administration's mouth. That's not a good thing. So I decided to create my own, inviting you to be part of it if you'd like to. What else? So I also would like to mention, if you please want to help to donate for the women in need of thread and yarn, I need your help to buy them the thread and yarn. I have my PayPal account below in the description box. You can donate whatever you feel like. Everything adds up at the end, so we can help these women to get them busy with, creating some pieces and distract their minds from the daily life stress that they might be going through. It could be a mental stress, it could be family stress, it could be mothers alone with children that cannot afford to buy these threads and yarn. So I really want to help them out, and the only way I can do it is by you and I together helping them out. So please be generous and help out. It doesn't matter the amount. And I want to thank you so much for helping. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm sure they will appreciate you too, very, very much so. So thank you again. Anything else? I hope I'm not forgetting. So normally when I'm calling out the stitch and I say chain 1 for space, and I usually say chain 1 separation, that means for space. If your stitch is too tight, then do an extra chain. So instead of doing 1, you do 2 chain. If your stitch is too loose, then do less 1 chain. Also, when your stitch is extremely tight, you should go with the hook, 1 hook size bigger than your normal that you use, because that will help to loosen up the stitch when you're going into the second row and try to put your stitches in. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. We're going to get started. Please also share, give a thumbs up on the video. It helps to circulate the video and have the channel to be recognized. Share on your Facebook public with your family and friends. Have them join us together as one big family. So thank you so much, everybody. I send much hug and love to every single one of you, and many blessings from the universe. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, everyone. So today we're going to get started on this small doily. This is for a bedroom. This is for the night table. So I'm going to make the small one exactly like this, because it's 2 night tables. So this one's ready, and I'm going to make another one the same size. And then I'm going to make a long one for the dresser. That will be in another tutorial. Of course, it will be bigger and starting off point. And this one is 30 by 44. So 30 wide, 44 length. It's just perfect for the night table. And these colors were chosen because the person has brown and yellow in their bedroom. So I know on camera doesn't give justice, but this is like a caramel. And this is a deep yellow. On camera looks more lighter, but it's not. It's a deeper yellow. So we're going to get started, everyone. Okay. So I use 100% cotton thread and a 4-ply hook, size 3, pair of scissors, and of course a little one to tuck in loose ends. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is your slip stitch knot, and I also have this yellow, and of course I'll be adding the white. I'm just getting my stuff together here. So we're going to do the slip stitch knot, and that doesn't count as a stitch, okay? And we're going to do 34 chain, okay? So I'll meet you on the 34 chain. So now that we've done the 34 chains, we are going to do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to come back on the 4th one and make sure that you grab both loops, or if you grab only one, it's going to curve. We don't want it to curve. So now at the end, you're supposed to have 34 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I've done my 33. Now I'm going to do 1, 2 chain, and I'm going to come and do my 34th with a slip stitch right down here. And why am I doing it this way? Because I'm going to fall right into this row here now. Always look ahead of the video before you do anything, because sometimes mistakes are done, or I change plans, or I change the stitch as I go, and teach you, of course, how to fix the issue and the problem when it can be done. So now I'm going to go up 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do a double crochet 1 per space. So we're going to have 34 also double crochets on this side. Okay, so very simple, nothing to it. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so now I've done my 34 double crochets. Now inside of the first double crochet here, we are going to do 10 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then a double crochet on top of double crochet from this row. So we're going to do this all the way to the end. Coming to the end, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do double crochet over double crochet and 10 inside of the loop back here, but I'll get there with you together. So now that we reach the end, we're going to come in the first one here, the first double crochet right in the center there, the last one, and do our 10 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're just going to come on the third space here on the last one here and close in with slip stitch, just like that. And then we're changing colors, but you can proceed the same color if you'd like. I'm going into the white. Okay, everyone, so basically where we have the 10 double crochet, so the very first one, I'm going to come in with single, try to hide my thread. I'm going to go up 1, 2 chain. On the next one, I'm going to do 2 double crochets together. So we're increasing here on the corners. So 2 double crochets on the same space. I'm going to do 2 chain separation. On the next space, again, 1 double crochet. On the next one, 2 together. So I'm going to do this where the 10 double crochets are, 2 chain separation again, next space, 1 double crochet alone, next space, 2 together. This will be repeatedly 6 times the same way until the end here. So I finished doing my 6 groups, if you want to call it. 1 double crochet alone, next space 2 together, next space 1 alone, next space 2 together. So I have 6 groups of 3 double crochet with 2 chain separation. So I'm going to do chain 2, and I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3. On my 4th one, I'm going to do double crochet. On the next space, double crochet. Now, I'm going to come back to this first space here where it's empty and stretch and do a double crochet. Chain 2 again. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th one. Double crochet, next space, double crochet. I'm going to come back, give it a stretch, and do a double crochet. Maybe it's best if you can maybe see better with the black. Chain 2, 1, 2, 3 on the 4th space, double crochet, next space, double crochet, and then I'm going to come back into this space and stretch a bit and double crochet. So I'm going to do that until we get here just before the 10 double crochets here on the corner, because we will repeat the same 6 groups here on this corner too. Now I'm supposed to have 6 of these, so hopefully I have the right amount to have the 6. If not, I'll play with the stitch in order to fit the 6 groups there. So I have my 6 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 2, and I'll skip 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, which is exactly the first one that starts the 10 double crochets here. So 1 alone, 2 together, 2 chain, next space, 1 alone, 2 together. And we're going to repeat the same thing again. So we're going to create the 6 groups here like we have here. And we must have the 6 groups on this side as we have here. So I'll meet you on the other side. So now I've done my 6 groups, and I'm going to do chain 2, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th one, double crochet on my next one, double crochet, and I'm going to come back to the empty space here. Stretch a bit and continue the same way. Chain 2, 1, 2, 3 on my fourth one, and again, next space, come back, and again. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I'm coming to the end. Now, if I do a double crochet here, which is no problem to be done, that means I have one space left. That's okay. It doesn't change anything in our book or the pattern, so don't be afraid about it. Chain 2, and then we are going to slip stitch on the last one here. So still comes out perfect and no issue. So if you're having an issue on here, you don't necessarily have to skip 4. If you're having problems, then skip 2 and go into the third one, and then do 1 double crochet, next 1 double crochet, because look what just happened here. So I did, and I only have 1 space left, which normally it's like 2 space left, but no problem, doesn't make no difference. So now we're going to count the white one as row 1, so we don't get confused with these ones here. So we just finished doing row 1, let's say. We're just counting the white, going into row 2. Row 2 is very simple. Chain 2 for me, chain 3 for some of you. Okay, so going up, chain 2 or chain 3, next space double crochet. And on the last one, we're doing 2 together, so we are increasing. 2 chain, next space, double crochet, next space, double crochet, and the last one, 2 together. So we're going to repeat the corners like that. Always an increase on the last double crochet. 2 chain separation. I'll meet you here. Take a little bit of lighting from here. Okay, so now we're going to do chain 2. We're going to come into the middle double crochet here with double crochet, and the last one, double crochet. We're going to come into the first one here and give it a stretch and double crochet. Very simple. Chain 2 into the middle, the second double crochet with double crochet, the last one with double crochet, and we come into the first one and do double crochet. So we're going to repeat this all the way to the end, the other side the same way. And we're going to repeat the increase on the last double crochet, 2 on the same space at the corner. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we pretty much finished doing row 2 of the white, and we're going to continue to do this again another row before I change color. So we're going to keep adding. So chain 2, we're going to add 2 at the end. We're increasing here on the corners, so this will be the same way as we just finished doing on row 3. 2 chain separation, and 2 on the same space. So I'll meet you here. So I finished doing my 2 in the same space. This is row 3 on the white, so we have 5 double crochets. And we're going to continue to do the same thing. 2 chain. I'm coming into the middle one, the second one. Double crochet, next space, double crochet, and I'm coming back to the first one give it a stretch, and repeat the process the same way. So we're going to do this all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. I will change colors into the yellow, and I will have 2 more rows the same way, doing the increase on the last one. 2 rows of yellow with the same increase, same motive. And so I'll meet you at the end of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll meet you at the end of row 5, okay? Because it will be a repeat. Row 3, row 4, and row 5 is a repeat, okay? Okay, so I've decided to come back because on this row with a different color, I'm grabbing back loops only. You don't have to, but there's always someone that says, no, but I want to do exactly like you, Maggie. So we're doing double crochets, grabbing back loops only, just to give it that effect up front. So 2 in the same space, just the same, and 2 chain separation for space, and again back loops. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of row 5. So I came back again. So on row 5, you don't have to grab back loops because it's the same color, but you do grab it on here, except when you're coming into the 3rd chain. You don't grab back loop, you grab the whole thing. Okay, so very simple. Just grab all of it, because we're not doing an effect on the same color, we're just doing the effect between the different colors so it can stand out. Okay, so I'll meet you here and show you. Okay, so nothing changes here. Now, if you were doing the white, then you would have grabbed back loop only. Okay, on the white, the first yellow, you would grab back loop only, and then you'd come in. This is just a sample. I should have thought of it to show you, but anyway, it doesn't change nothing. It's not complicated. So you would have grabbed back loop, and then you would have came and grabbed the whole entire thing up front. Now, because I'm doing the same color, I don't need to grab only back loop because there's no effect on this, right? So I'm grabbing everything all together. The same way. Now, I'm going to finish row 5, and then I'm going back to the white, and I'm doing row 6 and row 7 the same way, always adding 2 at the end, and everything else stays the same. Now, when I come back with the white, I'm grabbing back loops only again, okay? So I'll come back and show you. Okay, everyone, so I'm on row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm doing the normal as we're doing. Now I'm just grabbing back loops again because it's a different color. And I want the design to pop up on the exchange here of colors. So doing the same thing, just grabbing back loops only. Now I'm going to have one more row, row 7, before we change the pattern. So chain 2. Now we're going to grab back loops also, coming into the middle one, back loop, and complete loops up front. Give it a stretch and go. Chain 2 again, back loop, next space back loop, and grab all of them. So row 7 will be the same thing. The only difference is because I'm using white, there's no need to grab back loops. We're grabbing all the loops together we're still doing 2 at the end of each motive here at the edges. So I'll meet you at the end of row 7. Okay everyone, so I finished row 7, going into row 8, 2 chain for me, for some of you it's 3. So we're always going to increase here on this one. This row will only be double crochets all the way around, and the increase stays the same. So coming to the end, 2 together. Now you can go over here and do your double crochet. I'm going to come inside of the chain and do my double crochet. We do have the 2 chains here, so it's 2 double crochet and then 1 per space until we get to the end and do the 2 double crochets together at the last double crochet. Okay, just like that. So I'll meet you here on this side. Okay, so we pretty much did the double crochets, 2 inside of the space and 2 at the last double crochet. Now we have the 2 chain here, so we're going to do the 2 double crochets. I'm doing inside of the loop, but you can do outside if you'd like, in 1 per space. So we have 3 double crochets here. We're doing 3 double crochets. We're going to do it the same way all the way around. And I have 1 more row of the white, and then I'm going into that khaki brown. So row 8, I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so we are on row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, going to row 9. So I close in with slip stitch. I'm going up 2 chain into the next one, double crochet, into the next one, double crochet, and into the next one, double crochet. So I have 4 double crochets. We'll complete the rest as we come along. We need to do groups of 7 double crochets. I have 3, 4, 5 chain, skip 1, 2, 3. On your 4th one, we're going to create again groups of 7 double crochet. So 2, 4, 6, 7, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3 on your 4th one. So this whole row will be put up this way. Continue yours, and I will meet you at the end. I'm cutting my thread and going in with the khaki brown. Okay. Okay, you guys, so we're on this side almost completing. We have the 4 double crochets here. Now, if I'm only to skip 3 and go into the 4th, I'm going to have too much left over here. So what I'm going to do here, we're supposed to have 3 squares on the side, exactly like we have here, these 3. And on the curves, we have 7. So we have to have the same amount, 7 on this curve and 7 on the other. So I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go into my 5th one, and this is right after the last motive here, and do the 7 double crochets. Okay, doing the 7 double crochets, chain 5 again, and skip again 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going into the 5th one again and create the 7 double crochets. And that doesn't change anything at all on the pattern. Okay. So I've done my 7 again, chain 5, 3, 4, and 5. And this time I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go into the 6th and create my 3 double crochets that I'm missing for this group here. So you're still going to have your 3 and your 3 here, and 7 space on both ends. I'm going to cut my thread and change into the khaki brown, going into row 10. So I'm going to start on my first space here. On the first motif, I'm going to do 7 double crochet. It's not double crochet, so single and 3 chain, turn twice for triple, take out 2, and take out 2, and again. So we're going to do 7 triples inside of this space. Two, 4, 6, and 7. Did 1 extra. Now we're going to skip this first one and coming into the second one with back loops. 1, 2, 3, 4 singles, and again come back in and do your 7 triples. This row will be repeatedly the same way all the way around. Done my 7 triples. I'm going to skip first, go into the second back loop with single, 1 single, 2 single, 3 single, and 4 single. And again, groups of 7 triple inside of the space here. So continue yours and I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so we finished doing row 10. I'm coming in with the white now. So I'm going to start right here before the motif, and I'm coming in with a single on the second space, back chain only, so skip 1 into the second one. And we're doing the triple again, but this time we're coming from the back to the front, or sorry, from the back to the front to the back, and doing triple crochet. 1 chain separation, again, next space, from the back to the front, into the back, triple, 1 chain, from the back to the front to the back, one chain, and again the same thing. Now if you need to rewind and look at it again, so from the back to the front, into the next space to the back, and pull out your triple crochet. Again, 1 chain, and the very last one. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exactly like the bottom ones. We're going to skip this first one. We're going to the second one, back chain, but don't grab only the back chain. Try to go right in the center to have 2 on there, so it can be more secure. And repeat the pattern again. So continue yours and I'll meet you at the end. Hey everyone, so I've arrived at the end at the single. I did a slip stitch and I'm changing color, and it will be the last row. Now reminder that I will be creating the longer piece for the dresser, so you might want to stay tuned for that if you want to create the set. So I will start with the yellow. So I'm going to come in with my yellow. This is the last row, row 12. And this is going to be very simple. It's just picots. So I'm going to come in, doesn't matter where you come in, I'm going to come in the first triple. 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to close it in as picot with a single and coming in and do a single on the next triple. 1, 2, and 3. Picot with a single and come in with the next triple. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to have 3 picots of 3 chain, 3 picots, and I'm going to do chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one's a little bit longer just to give it a little bit of a difference. Close in with single and continue again the 3 picots. 1, 2, and 3. One, 2, and 3. So we have 3 picots on this side of 3 chain, 1 of 5, and then this one. So with this one here, I'm going to come in right over from the back and do a front post. And then again, 1, 2, 3, do the picot and come into the first chain. 1, 2, and 3. Actually, no, sorry. So, did the front post. Sorry about that. Front post, and I'm coming in to the first triple. 1, 2, and 3, and we continue again the same thing, doing the 3 picots. So now I have my 3 picots. I'm going to do chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On your 4th one, you do chain 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and close in picot with single, and then continue again to do the other 3 picots. So very simple. And the last picot, which is the 3rd one on this side after the 5 chain of picot, coming in from the back to the front and front post, and then going into the first triple here and continue again the same way. So this pretty much does it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for creating these pieces with me, and please give a thumbs up on the video. It's very important to have the video circulate. So I'll see you in the next tutorial, which will be the bigger runner for the dresser. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care of each other and especially yourself. Bye bye, everyone. Oh, of course, I will have everything in display at the end.